Chapter 4.4, Solving Equations with Decimals. Okay, actually, this chapter is same as solving equations with whole numbers. So the same number can be added to or subtracted from each side of the equation. So without changing the solution of the equation. So this means, okay, you have an equation. So okay, here's an equation, and I don't know what x value is. So let's say x plus 2, right? X plus 2 is equal to 5. So this is an equation. So you can add to or subtract from each side of the equation. So you can do minus 2 each side, right? Or you can do plus 5 each side. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So this is what it means. Okay. The second one is, okay, each side of the equation can be now multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. So this means, okay, let's say you have 2 times x is equal to 5. Then you can do what? Divide each side by a non-zero number. So you can divide by 2. Still okay. Or if you have something like this, x over 3 is equal to 5. Then you can multiply each side by a non-zero number 3. Right? So that's what it means. So instead of decimals, you can use whole numbers or you can use decimals. So in that case, let's remove this one. So another example, if you have x minus 2 is equal to 5, then you can add each side, add 2 to each side, right? Each side like this. Okay, then let's solve this equation. Okay, solve equation means find the value of a so that the equation is always true, right? So in this case, we want to leave a and then move this minus, right? Minus. So you can add 3.56 to each side of the equation, right? So the result will be, this is when you add the left hand side, that will be 6.96 is equal to a, and the right side, when you add this minus and plus, this becomes 0, right? So the solution, is, the value of a is 6.96. Okay. All right, then let's try more examples. Okay, for this example, okay, let's solve this one. And the left-hand side has a variable y, but this is a product, right? Product. So negative 1.25 times y. So in order to find the value of y, we have to get rid of this the coefficient negative 1.25. So why don't we divide each side of the equation by the coefficient negative 1.25 so that you can make it 1 times y, right? 1.25. All right, then y should be equal to negative, because this is a quotient with one, this is a division and different sign. One is positive, one is negative, so the result is negative. So let's divide this number. So the dividend is 3.875 will be divided by 1.25. So this time, let's move the decimal point 2 place to the right. So this will be moving 2 points to the right. So here's a decimal point. So let's divide 387 by 125. So how many can fit? Maybe 3, right? 3. So that is 375. Then subtract. So 120 and move this 5 down. Okay, so exactly 1, right? Exactly 1. So 125 subtract and the remainder is 0. So this fraction is 3.1, right? 3.1. Bingo, we found the value of y. So this is the solution. Okay, for this example, okay, now the variable is is x, and this is the division, right? So in order to find the x value, let's get rid of this denominator 2.45 by multiplying each side of the equation by the denominator 2.45, right? 2.45. So multiply this by 2.45. All right, then this one cancel out. So x is equal to negative sign stays, right? Because there is one is negative, one is positive. So the result is negative. So let's multiply these two numbers. So 2.45 and 0.3. And this one has how many decimal points? Decimal place? 2 decimal places, right? This one has 1 decimal place. The result is 3 decimal place. So let's multiply these two numbers. Then 3 times 5 is 15 and 1 up. 3 times 4 is 12. So it is 13 and 1 up. 7. And then how many decimal places we need? 3 decimal places. So put decimal point here. So that the result will be, the product will be negative 0.735. So this is the solution. Okay, for this example, okay, this is actually an application problem, but you don't have to read everything. So here is an equation, and this equation has 4 variables, C, W, T, and K. And the value of 3 variables are given already. So W, T, and C values are given, so we want to find K. So first step is replace all the values for the variables. So C is 0.6. So 0.6 is equal to 0.001 times W. Okay, WTK means these are all products. Okay, products. And W is 2000. T is 5. And K is the variable that we want to find. All right, then let's solve this. Okay, which one is better? Okay, let's multiply the right side first. Okay, so 0.001 times 2000 is, okay, once you multiply this, this will become 2000, but since there are 3 decimal places, so make 2000 to have 3 decimal places, right? So 2.000 means actually is equal to 2, right? Equal to 2. So why don't we just remove all zeros? So this is 2, so this 2 product. So this will be 2, right? This will be 2 times 5 times K. Then this 2 will be 10, right? 10K, right? 10K. All right. So to find the K, divide each side by 10. So 0.6, 10K. So this equation, each side of the equation will be divided by 10, right? 10. All right. Then the right side is K. The left hand side is, you are dividing 0.6 by 10. So make 0.6 smaller. So move the decimal point 1 to the left. So you have, it has 2 decimal places, right? So the K is 0.06. So this is the solution, the value of K. All right. So that's it. So this section is really simple. It's pretty much similar to multiplying and dividing, solving equations of whole numbers, right? All right. Please do the exercise